young, stupid, and angry. But that anger is what caused me to create this company. That company is what drove me to start Weekend Warrior Dumpsters, our new company. Hey everybody, welcome back to Mining Malaysian. I'm Tomas Rehan. Let's talk about stress. Stress is not one of the things that you think about. Stress is usually in the back of your mind, hidden in a little vault back there that eventually will be opened when you don't need it to be opened. When I started my company, I didn't think about anything. I just got ladders, started looking for work, and that was it. I was just in a mission. I didn't think about anything else. When I started my company, all that I thought about was making money. Because at this point, I had to survive. I didn't have any other income besides the paying job that I just got fired from. So all I thought about was getting money in my pocket. That's a good motivator, but you never think about the stress that's going to come from creating this business. So I'm going to say that this whole thing is about stress. It is. Haters. Oh, start recording. That was an investor that just dropped out. So, that's shitty. God, the lighting is getting bad in here. Alright, I think that's better. I gotta make it even because that's how I do it. That's how I roll. So one of the topics I was going to talk about was haters. People just being negative towards you, towards your company, towards your vision. I think that's going to be a bigger subject for another video, because that's in itself, besides the stress, it's one thing that you have to be able to let it go. All these haters are going to be haters. They're going to be negative towards you because for whatever reason, I don't know what reason. There is no because. The because is that they have something going on in their lives and they decide that you're a good outlet for them to go off on. So I think that's going to be a bigger subject that we can talk about another time. Let's keep on going down the list here. Never stop learning. Stay open-minded. But you also got to implement it. The couple things that you learn from other people or other contractors, you have to try them for yourself. See if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you and your company, then don't do it, obviously. You have to also be learning. There's only one way to figure out if your skill, your trade, your talent is going to work as an entrepreneur, and that's by doing. The day you stop learning, it's the day that you're going to fail. One of the many things that I recommend you doing is investing into your employees. Find the employees that are willing to work their ass off for you and put your efforts into that person, because it can eventually help you relieve you from some of the stresses that you're doing with your business. If they can help relieve some of the stress that we talked about that's in all these subjects, if they can help you out by taking some of that stress away, your life is going to get easier. Look at all the huge companies out there. They didn't get huge just by one person, unless you're Zuckerberg and you made it huge by himself, and then eventually you got investors and whatnot. But obviously now he has a ton of people working for him throughout the world. That doesn't even count. Even Jobs, he started something out of his garage, and now look at what he created. Apple is one of the largest companies around. Bezos. What up, Bezos? I shop from you all the time. Almost everything in this studio that I have here, which is my Four Season room, I bought from you. The GX5S camera that I'm filming on came from you. The tripod came from you. This mic came from you. Oh, now it's unseen. The lights. Pan over here. My beautiful, extremely long 49-inch monitor. My logistic camera that's on top of my monitor because I didn't have a camera came from Bezos. The fact is that all these companies were small at one point. Now they're huge. They couldn't have got to where they got without them investing in some of their own employees. They wouldn't be where they are right now. We as entrepreneurs initially make everything happen. We take the pain and the suffering that nobody else out there will do. But once we actually get down and dirty and we get going, and people start liking the company, start knowing the company, start knowing the brand, at that point, then the employees become a factor in the company. Always invest into your employees. That's what's going to make you go as big as you want to scale. Learn your weakness. You have a weakness. I have a weakness. Everybody in this world has a weakness. There's jobs in this world because everybody has a weakness. I love my car and I wish I can work on it. I've rebuilt engines on regular domestic vehicles. I have an Audi S8. I won't even touch that. There's so many vacuums and valves and plastics that I know if I take one of those out, the car is going to not run well. Once you learn your weakness, you'll be able to expand what you're good at. When you first start your business, you're not going to be able to go hire everybody that you everything you're weak at, but eventually you will be. No, my weakness is reading and writing. I'm getting better at the reading part, a lot better. My writing part is not. It's never been good. Oh yeah, my Ring cameras, awesome, best devices ever. We'll talk about that in another subject. I'm going to write that down. I mean, not the subject another time. Contractors and their shenanigans. Last point I want to make here. Low points. You're going to have a lot of low points. This whole subject is stress. When you get to that point, understand that you're not alone. You have family and friends. Unfortunately, your family and friends love you enough to be kind of asses to you. And they will tell you every single reason why your company is not going to go well. They don't understand that you're looking for someone to basically cry on. But you as an entrepreneur, you're strong and you don't want to show your weaknesses. That's one of the many mistakes I've made. I haven't shown my weaknesses. People think I am this strong. I'm strong like bull. I'm not. I have my pains and I deal with them the way I deal with them. I meditate. I lay in my bed just listening to classical music. I have many ways and different things that I do to help myself. When you have your low points, understand that they're willing to help you because they love you. Contractors don't love you. Other contractors and friends that you've met through the businesses don't love you, but they understand the pain that you're going through. You're going through some pain because, unfortunately, that's what happens. We're all dealing with it. Contractors and business owners, we're all dealing with the same problem. And granted, if you're brand new, you're going to find out hard. We're all in pain. Think of all the greats on YouTube right now. Everybody that's on YouTube has gone through something that pushed them. The reason I've created a couple companies here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin is because of the pain that I had and the drive that I had to prove to my father that I can make stuff happen. When he fired me because I agreed with my mom and I didn't agree with him, that was the best thing he's ever done for me. That would have been a low point in my life if I wasn't so young, stupid, and angry. But that anger is what caused me to create this company. That company is what drove me to start Weekend Warrior Dumpsters, our new company. If it wasn't for the anger that I had, or the low point that I had, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Actually, I wouldn't be having this conversation with myself into a camera. The main reason I'm going to be doing all these videos is because I want to put myself out there. I want to teach people what I've done and show you how to do it differently. One of the first times I had a contractor ask me for an actual written estimate, I had no clue what he was talking about. And this guy was like, all right, cool, send me the estimate. I'm like, well, the total is $4,200. He's like, that's fine, but I want it written. Give me a written estimate. I went to Office Depot. At that point, no, this is 20 plus years ago, there was a little booklet that you can buy, and it was had estimates on top of it. I wrote it out. And this guy had the balls to call me and tell me how much my writing sucked. He actually rewrote the estimate, mailed it back to me. He said, thank you for your time, but the way this estimate was written, I do not want to do business with your company. That was a small low point. But again, I was so young. I was 19. I just got pissed off and I used it as my drive. Well, I'm done with my ranting. I will cut it off here because otherwise I'll keep on talking for hours. That's a problem and a luxury that I have. So, well, I hope to hear from all of you, and I hope I can help one of you. My name is Tomas, and this was Mind Emulation. Take care.